They're very specific little shows. You may, you know a lot about those, but the average public, all they know is Dragon Ball Z, right? Full Metal Alchemist, Naruto, Bleach, maybe, right? But that's about Pokemon, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon. But all they know are the mainstream animes that have been released. Now, but even having said that, Edward Elric is definitely not Broly from Dragon Ball Z. And Broly and Edward are definitely not Ikaku from Bleach, the bald Soul Reaper guy that I play. In fact, you know what one of my favorite things is? When somebody writes me and says, I watched 10 episodes of this show before I even realized that that was you. An actor's favorite, one thing that actors really enjoy is when people don't immediately recognize their voice. And that happened with Ikaku in Bleach. And so I don't think I've been typecast because I've done enough work with a lot of different directors who know that I can do that kind of a guy, or maybe a smoother character. You know, not necessarily the fun, light, you know, hero kind of a teenage boy. So, you know, and not only that, but the personalities would be different. So you might take an Edward Elric kind of a voice, and if he's a good guy or a hero, then he might have a certain sound. And if he's a creepy character, you might tweak it just a little bit so he's a little more strange. You know? So it's not necessarily about always changing the voice, but being able to play a lot of different kind of characters. So I hope I haven't been typecast. I don't think I have. When I go to pop culture conventions, like big sci-fi, multi-genre conventions, 90% of the fans that show up are there because of Full Metal, or Bleach, or Naruto, or Dragon Ball Z, or something, you know, something that's been on television. But you guys know a lot more about the Soul Eaters, and or on high schools, and D&A Angels, and right, a huge list of shows that went direct that are not on television. Vampire Night. So yeah. Anyway. Yes.
I was gonna ask. I've heard that there's going to be. I've heard there's going to be another Full Metal Alchemist movie coming out. Are you going to be doing anything of that? Like, I know it's going to take a while to do dubbing in English.
Well, absolutely. Did you guys know there is a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood movie coming out?
Woo!
My understanding is it's going to be released in Japan in July.
Woo!
Which means that we will be getting it at the same time or very soon after that. And we will start dubbing it, and I assure you it will be released. Because Full Metal is like probably one of the most successful and popular series that Funimation has. So I'm quite sure it will be released. Yes.
Out of all the characters you've seen in Brotherhood, other than the one you voiced, which one would you say is your favorite?
Well, I've always had a special place in my heart for Al, as you would imagine, right? Brother. I love Al, and you know what? Even when Aaron grew up and was no longer able to voice Al, and we had to find somebody new, and Maxie Whitehead does an amazing job in Brotherhood as Al, I still love the character. I tend to love the characters that my character loves, like Al and Winry. How many of you have seen the last couple episodes of Brotherhood? Like, did you see them subtitled or anything? OMG. I love the ending of Brotherhood, and for those of you that want some nice closure in some of the relationships, it's certainly coming. But I tend to like the characters that my character likes. You know, I like Mustang because I like Travis. Travis and I are good friends, and I like Ling because Todd Habercorn and I are good friends. And I love Lust not only because she's hot, but because Laura Bailey and I are good friends. And Sonny Strait and I are good buddies, so I like Hughes. And I love Wendy Powell, and so I mean, it's hard, but from a character standpoint, I think I tend to enjoy the characters that my character is close to. Yes, sir.
How much does anime come up in your everyday life? Like, I mean, is it just your job, or is it something that you take that, like me, I just watch it as a pastime thing with my sister. She knows all the, all the inside jokes. She knows all the.
Good for you.
I love you, Grace.
You're Grease. Sorry, I just realized. I do want to hug. Yeah. You're very beautiful, Grease. You look very beautiful. We need a beret and 5 cats. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. Your sister is much more into anime than you are, but what do I do in my how does anime come into my everyday life? Well, let me tell you guys how anime comes into my everyday life. How many of you guys have ever written me a letter?
I have.
Did I respond? That's how anime comes into my everyday life. I get about 100 fan letters a day. A day. 100. And I stay up until 1 or 2. My girl will tell you I stay up until 1 or 2 in the morning every night answering mails. Did I miss something? Better. Better. But in answer to your question, I don't watch a lot of anime because I work on it so much. So like, when I go to a studio and spend hours a day recording anime and I'm watching it and I'm recording it, I don't typically go home and turn on anime. But it is a very big part of my life because when I'm not working, I am answering letters, I am scheduling event appearances, I'm auditioning for other anime series or video games. So it's become a pretty big part of my life. It's a pretty big part of my life. I don't get the chance to, like video games, I've probably done 20 or 30, maybe more, video games. But I don't play video games. I don't have time. So a lot of the games that I'm in, I've never played, and I feel bad because the fans will ask me about such and such a game, and I don't know anything about it. But anime is a big part of my life because of the amount of my interaction with fans. I was talking to Habercorn. You guys know Todd? I was talking. Oh, he's not that great. And that's all the cameras are rolling. You see this? That's gonna get back to him right now. Love you, Todd. I was talking to Todd this morning, and Todd's Facebook, he has like 5,000 friends because that's how he communicates with his fans, and so he accepts like all the friend requests. Well, my Facebook is like for my family and my coworkers and friends, so I don't typically accept fan requests. However, my email address is pretty easy to find, and I end up answering lots and lots of emails. So even when I'm not recording anime, it's a pretty big part of my life. Yes?
Can you do the tiny little pipsqueak again?
I already did that. Didn't you hear it?
Yeah, but
I scared all those poor people out there.
She did it. She wasn't here.
You weren't here?
She just got here.
You just arrived.
Just for you.
I want you to do it.
Why me?
Because you practiced. And you're awesome. Come up here. Give her a hand, you guys. Rookie. She's like 1-to-1 scale Ed.
Hey!
Okay, do it like I showed you. Ready? Okay, you ready? Here we go. I'm gonna set you up, and you let it rip. You ready?
Right.
Wow, I didn't see you there. You're so short. Oh!
Go, Rachel!
Awesome. Yes. You have something? What is it? It's a purple bag. And you're a ranger. Yay, I love you.
Something that I made. I think Ed fell into my book and got squished.
What? Oh my gosh. That's nice. I'll never show you. Never. Look at that. It's like a bookmark. But it's Edward. Look. He's been flattened. I know, yes. Here, let's make sure. Yeah. That's beautiful. Oh, I see what else is in here. Milky Way darks, yay.
That's like the best chocolate I think think I've ever had. It's German chocolate.
Oh my gosh.
You have to try it.
Those Germans, they know their chocolate. Oh my gosh, thank you. Well, you know what I do with Milky Way darts, don't you? Give it away, give it away, give it away. All right, who has never had a Milky Way dark chocolate? Are you kidding? Where have you been?
In Kentucky, yeah.
You have it?
Yes,
You have
I
it?
have one.
I don't think
Really?
I don't really think I have. Thank you.
Milky Way.
You amazing.
Thank you so much.
Over here. These guys.
This is so fun.
Oh, I gotcha.
Uh-oh, it's one of the twins.
Oh my God.
Nice catch, dude. Wait.
I'm glad that's not there. Other people are just raising their hands.
Oh, yeah.
I've never had it though.
I
Really?
haven't either.
Greece.
Probably I've had regular.
Sealand.
It is
Right in the lap. Look at that.
Wow.
Well, give it to